Court does call the case. People versus Angela Barber.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Ms. Barber. Ms. Barber, please state your name.
Ms. Barber.
Today is the date and time set for sentencing. We do ask that you adopt probation's recommendation, with the exception of the jail time. I did explain what's going on to Ms. Barber. She's asking for a little bit more time to turn herself in. She's working 2 jobs. She just recently got a second job at a doctor's office as an office manager where she's making significantly more money. She explained to me that is also the reason why she had some missed tests. This new job and transfer.
This opening sets the stage for a very human struggle. Angela Barber isn't a hardened criminal. She's a woman juggling 2 jobs and taking care of both her parents battling cancer. Right away, you feel the tension between her personal responsibilities and the strict world of the courtroom. But notice, the judge isn't moved just by sympathy. The law still demands accountability, especially when drugs are involved.
Transportation issues. She also cares for her elderly father and mother who have cancer. I explained that Ms. Pallara's recommendation, in this situation is quite generous, and I think treatment would be good for Ms. Barber. She's willing to get on that immediately, trying to get into a program. She just doesn't want to lose her jobs, Your Honor.
I'm Teresa Pallara on behalf of probation. Your Honor, probation's recommendation for the upfront jail isn't just due to Ms. Test. It also is incorporating the positive cocaine test that she had.
Anything you want to say before I impose sentence?
Just that I don't want to lose my jobs. And I need to be there for my parents.
You want to explain to me the cocaine?
Sorry. Oh. My father uses cocaine.
Pardon?
Sorry. My father uses cocaine. And that's the one time that I used it with him. And I'm looking to
That moment right there is jaw-dropping. Angela admits she used cocaine with her father. Think about that for a second. Not only does this show how deep addiction and dysfunction can run inside a family, but it also exposes how blurred the lines become when caretakers and loved ones share destructive habits. This wasn't just a bad choice. It's a glimpse into a generational problem.
help him get into it. I'm trying to help him get into a facility, but what do you call it? Not treatment. Treatment also.
Well, you say you only used it with him once?
Yes.
Because I have 2 positive tests. And then you started missing your test.
Well, I started missing my test because I got the new employment, and I got a salary job. It's a significantly amount more than where I was than I'm making at the hospital by a lot of money. So I work there 12-hour day shifts, and then I work at the hospital midnight shifts.
Okay. I have 2 positive tests.
Well, I came for the one, and then they called me back and said to come retest. So then they said they sent it out, said it would take 7 to 10 days to come back. So they retested me the one time.
So you're saying it was the same test?
Yes. That's what I was under the
No,
impression.
ma'am. No, ma'am. You have two, has she seen the violation report?
Yes, we reviewed it this morning. I think what he's saying, so you tested positive on this,
18.
the 18th, and then was it the 25th, Your Honor?
Yes.
So he's saying if you used once, why did you have two positive tests?
Because I was under the impression that when they called me back, that was the test that they retested it and it was positive.
So you went on the 18th, it was positive.
Yes,
You
and then
did-
they called me and said I could come back and retest that test.
But they tested your blood again. What the judge is saying is they tested your blood again and you still had cocaine in your system.
No, not my blood, my urine.
Your urine, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
And you still had cocaine in your system. I don't know how long cocaine stays in
I
one
don't
system.
either. But
Um,
that's what they called me back on the same day and said you have so many hours to come back and test. So I came back either the same day or the next day, I think it was, and they retested me that day. And then she said it comes back in a week, up to 7.
This is the turning point. Angela insists it was one-time use, but the science doesn't lie. 2 separate drug tests came back positive. The judge isn't buying her story. And this is where the courtroom transforms from a place of excuses into a place of accountability. For viewers, it's a reminder. Once you're under court supervision, excuses fall apart fast if they don't align with hard evidence.
Days it'll be back. And so that's when I came back.
Anything else?
Oh.
Anything else you want to say, ma'am?
No, I just, I take care of my parents and, my mom just got out of the hospital, so I'm taking more care of her than my dad right now. So I basically work, 16 hours. My brother comes over to check on him while I'm gone.
Ma'am, here's the problem. You are operating with the presence of a controlled substance in your system. You come in, you get caught, you come in, and then you're on bond, and one of the conditions is you can't use a controlled substance. Then you do. And I don't, what you're telling me about the cocaine that showed up twice in your system doesn't make any sense to me.
When I was under the understanding when they called me,
You explain it. If you say what you said before,
right,
it's still not going to make sense to me.
okay. That's what I understood.
I really want to pause on the judge's words. He tells her straight, your story doesn't make sense. And this is one of those moments where the justice system feels brutally honest. Judges hear excuses every single day, and they develop an instinct for when someone's not being fully truthful. What's tragic here is that Angela may genuinely believe her own version, but the court has to go by facts, not feelings.
The court acknowledges this is not a serious misdemeanor as defined by statute, however, believes there are reasonable grounds to depart from the presumption of a non-probationary sentence. Specifically, the alcohol screening and assessment identifies the benefit of intensive outpatient treatment and AA meeting attendance. Therefore, the court will follow the recommendation of probation for a probationary sentence with the stated rehabilitative goals to promote change, prevent recidivism, monitor compliance of recommended treatment. So therefore, the sentence of the court, I'm going to place you on an 18-month probationary term. You're to pay $855 fines and court costs, $100 prosecution recovery costs, $100 police agency recovery costs, $540 probation oversight fees. When can you pay that?
I don't know because I'll probably lose my job. So
December 2nd, 2024. There should be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You are to complete an intensive outpatient treatment, including all aftercare recommendations with status reports to probation. You are to provide proof of the victim's impact panel attendance to probation. I will order 93 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 3 that you served. Defendant is remanded to serve an additional 5 days, and then the balance will be suspended. Defendant is remanded.
In the end, the sentence shows balance. 18 months probation, mandatory treatment, fines, and a short jail term. On one hand, Angela avoids a long stay behind bars. On the other, she faces strict accountability and treatment requirements. It's a second chance, but a conditional one. And here's the bigger picture. This isn't just a story about drugs. It's about family cycles, personal responsibility, and the impossible weight some people carry when trying to hold everything together. Angela tried to work nonstop, care for her parents, and manage her own struggles. But when cocaine entered the picture, the law stepped in. Backhand index pointing right, so what do you think? Was the judge too harsh? Or was this the exact balance between compassion and accountability? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns like this one.